I don't know what this fucking tier list is, okay? I am not reading these. Hold on, let me just clear it up and then I'll be very, you know. Okay. Is this based on how cool they are or what? So, I gotta move chat a little bit. Chat, you're a little big right now. You're gonna get shrunk a little bit here. So, yeah. So this is my. I guess do I introduce it? See, I could. You know what I would like to do at some point is figure out how to like edit videos or something myself, and like that's why I wanted to do the makeup and stuff. I feel like a lot of this stuff, if I like just would put the time into learning to edit videos, not only would I be able to make YouTube videos, but if I actually like went through the process of editing a YouTube video myself, it would make my stream so much better because I would actually go through my own stream. I would listen to myself. I would say, okay, volume level, a little bit off. Oh, the lighting here, not that good. Oh, this thing, not that. And I would like, I would notice things to work on, right? So, I don't know if I should do this like tier list as if it's like I should, maybe I should practice. Maybe this is a good practice, you know? Imagine this is a, you know? Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that's the thing that you don't notice. Like if you don't watch yourself back, you don't realize these things that you should kind of probably work on, right? So, like just these vocal things and stuff like that. But it's hard to do like stream content like that. Like I feel like it would be easier to do like, I think it would be easier to do like a YouTube video type. Like I think, you know what I mean? Like if I could pre-record it, because then let's do like a hypothetical. Let's pretend we're doing a YouTube video right now, okay? What I would do is I would be like, hi guys, this is my Elden Ring oh, okay, I misspoke. And then I would just like, hi guys, today I'm going to be doing an Elden Ring tier list, right? And I would just correct the misspeaking. But when I stream, I just fucking keep talking, right? I don't like repeat myself. You know, who am I sponsored by? I don't know who would, probably some fucking sex toy fucking company. Nobody else wants to sponsor trans people. Shit's is bullshit, bro. Literally just fucking, hey, want to try our new sex toy? Like, I saw a tweet about that, and it's so true. Like, my DMs are literally, I get, like, I unironically, whenever I would get, like, dude, whenever I would get a piece of clothes, like a piece of clothes, an article of clothing, whenever I would get an article of clothing, I am advertising your fucking clothing. Like, why can I, as someone with like hundreds of thousands of followers, like tens of thousands of people, like hundreds of thousands of people are seeing me representing like your fit. And what would happen is someone would reply to me like, oh, like that's really cute, where do you get it? And I would be like, I don't want to say because I don't want to give this fucking company free advertisement. Like, literally, that's what I would think to myself. Like, I don't want to free advertise this fucking company. So, like, I feel like that's crazy to me, but whatever. Whatever, I guess. Maybe it's my fault for not reaching out to them. Like, maybe I should have, like, added a fucking Twitter account or something, been like, hey, I got this, like, article of clothing at, like, one of your stores. Just, like, wanted to let you know that I'm, like, just wanted to let you know that I can shout you out to hundreds of thousands of people if you, like, fucking give me, like, you know, 50, whatever, right? I don't know. But I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. So maybe I'm wrong for thinking that's possible, but, like, come on, man. Anyway. That's just how I'm thinking. Because all I get are fucking sex toy companies DMing me. Hey, try this new fucking butt plug. Try this new vibrator. No thanks, man. I'm good. I'm okay. Okay. Anyway. So. Hi. This is my Elden Ring DLC boss tier list. Move you over a little more, chat. My Elden Ring tier. We'll adjust the tiers as I go. This feels like way too many tiers to me. I don't think we need an E tier. Let me just delete that. We don't need an E tier. And these are these the same color? They're not the same color, but they look so similar. Whatever. Whatever, man. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna. Okay. Yeah, it's my Elden Ring DLC boss tier list. For context, I've beat the DLC 3 times. I've done whatever summoning for all of these bosses, like probably 10 plus times. Not all of them. Not like the fucking, you know, NPC ones or whatever. I'm a pretty casual player. I don't think I'm terrible at the game, but I definitely don't think I'm amazing. And I'm not really rating the bosses based on any one particular metric. I'll rate them, in my opinion, things that go into it are, you know, like character design, the setting, the lore, the build-up or cutscenes or music, that like all that shit factors in. Man, this is so hard. Sorry, I'm just gonna stop myself. This is so hard. Like, should I script it? If I was gonna do a YouTube video, should I script it, chat? Are we gonna learn how to become YouTubers together in real time? Am I supposed to script it? Okay, let's script it. But then you're gonna have spoilers for this boss tier list. You're gonna have spoilers, chat. You're gonna know what's coming. So, okay. So, hi, this is my Elden Ring DLC tier list. Context about my skill level / how I rate bosses. Casual player, 3 playthroughs. Bosses are rated as a whole package, including lore, OST, character design, cutscene if applicable, as well as obviously the quality of the fight. Okay, so that's the next thing. Personal preferences. So personal preferences. This is something that I've thought about when I thought about doing this, is that I don't like NPC fights. Period. Okay. Period. No NPC fight will be making it out of D tier. Okay. I'm actually, it's I won't say that. I don't like NPC fights. Chances are, no NPC fight will make it out of D tier. I actually just realized there is one NPC fight that I will put higher than D tier, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Personal preferences, so I don't like NPC fights. I don't like NPC fights. I honestly don't even consider them to be bosses. Okay, so we just won. So that's the first thing. No, like the people in the Ever Jails, like the Black Jail Knight, Dancer Vana, Red Bear, Raksha, yeah, like Count Ymir or whatever. I don't count those as they're not bosses. So yeah. 2, if a fight is reused from the base game, I'm not even going to bother rating it. I think rating it, yeah, that's just, yeah. If a fight's for use from the base game, I'm not even gonna rate it. Like, it doesn't deserve it, okay? It doesn't deserve it. It doesn't deserve it. It doesn't. That's it, okay? I'm not rating, like, okay? I'm not rating, yeah, I'm not rating the fucking tree sentinels, okay? Like, I'm not rating the fucking jagged peak drake, okay? Like, I'm not rating the falling star beast or the deathrite bird or whatever. I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not doing that. So, I'm just not. Or the ancient dragon, I'm not doing it. I mean, I could, well, the thing is, I could because, like, there is something to say about Sanisex. Like, there is a thing to say about him because he's in water and it makes the fight, like, it is a horrific fight. It's awful. But I just don't think he deserves it because he's just it's literally just from the base game. So, I'm probably not even going to bother rating it. It doesn't deserve it. Okay. And 3. Is there anything else important to mention here? I don't know if there's anything else important to mention. Oh yeah. I guess all these are just my opinion. If you disagree, that's cool. I'm just rating by what I like. Okay, yeah. So that's basically the intro, I guess. So that would be the intro. So I guess I can move it over here for a second. And then I would just close it once I do like the little intro, right? So yeah. So then I would do. Okay. This is so funny. This is so silly, chat. What the hell? Whose idea was this? Oh yeah, it was mine. Okay. Making a... Well, what if I practiced, you know? What if I just practiced? Okay. Hello. Hi. This is my Elden Ring DLC tier list. Yeah, I'm just gonna rate almost every boss from the DLC. I'll put them in a little tier list. If I have to adjust the tiers as I go, I will. I guess for context, if you're curious for yourself, I am a pretty casual player, but in terms of my skill level, I think I'm okay. I beat the boss. Fuck me, dude. I gotta start again. This is this is a terrible intro, man. This is impossible. Whose idea was this? This is impossible. I hate this, and it's so awkward to do in front of a live audience. You don't understand, chat. You being here, like, is so... I can't talk to a fake YouTube audience while you're here, chat. Is that not just, like... That would be like recording a YouTube video while, like, someone's in the room with you. You know what I mean? It's really... Talk to you? You're right, chat. You're right. I just talk to chat. You're so smart. Oh my god. Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, chat. Okay. I don't know how Asmongold does it. Okay. My boss tier list for Elden Ring DLC. I procrastinated this for fucking ages, but we're finally here. So I'm rating these bosses based on my personal preference, what I like in a boss. I'm taking them as a full package, so not just the quality of the fight, but that's obviously important. But I mean, everything that goes into it, right? OST, the lore, the cutscene if there's a cutscene, character design, everything, right? Just vibes, the arena, like everything goes into it. Obviously, some things are weighted more heavily than other things, but yeah, everything's going into it, and it's mostly vibe based, okay? And it's my opinion. At the end of the day, if you like some bosses more than other bosses or whatever, if you think that I have put some bosses too low or too high, it is what it is, okay? Just to start, I just have my own personal preferences. So a couple things is I don't consider NPC fights to be bosses, okay? I just don't. They're not bosses. They're just not. They're not bosses. And so I'm putting pretty much all of these NPC fights. That's Dancer, Count Ymir. Let me just go find these. Ancient Dragon Man, Red Bear, Raksha, whatever. Rakshasa. Who else is there? I know there's one more. Is it Black Joe Knight? Yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm just putting these guys in F here, okay? They're not fights. They're not boss fights. They just aren't. I will, though. I'm going to put Black Joe Knight in B. Because I think it's really funny that he's like the first boss you find in the DLC. And I think it's really funny that he kills people in like one hit. I think that's really funny. And for that, he gets a B. For killing people in one hit. Second thing, when I just go through these, I just noticed, if a boss is reused from the base game, I'm probably not going to rate it, okay? Unless there's something special about it, I'm just not putting it on the list. I will make an exception for Ancient Dragon Sanisex, because he is so bad. Hold on. Let me add a row below. And just call this one NPC Fights. Just make that little gray one. Okay, I'm gonna just throw all these guys down here. Ancient Dragon Sanisex is so bad. The water arena is so terrible. And the Ancient Dragon fight is so unenjoyable that I will make an exception and I'll put him in F tier. Okay. But almost every other duplicate boss, I'm just not gonna rate them. Okay. Bill the Drag. Can I come back to that guy later? Can I do like these other? Can I do these little mini bosses first? I'm gonna do the mini bosses first. I'm gonna go to the actual cool shit later. So, the Black Knights, the two Black Knights. Is this the guy that has the little tongue move? I think the tongue move is kind of silly, and for that I'll give him a C. And then I'll give this guy a D. I just don't. It's boring. Okay. There's absolutely nothing interesting. These are just regular dudes that you find in the world. One of them has a tongue move, and I think that that's kind of cool. Chief Bloodfiend is... I don't know, man. I mean, he's fine. He's a better cave boss than 99% of the base game's bosses, so I won't put him too low. He's fine. He's okay. Yeah, he's alright. Better than anything you'll find in the base game. Better than the Watchdogs, all that stuff. The Curse Blade guy. I mean, this guy just... Wait, is this just... Wait, this is the Curse... This is just a regular enemy. For a second, this was a Lamenter. This guy's awful. This is just a guy. I don't understand. This is not a boss. It's just a regular guy. He makes the arena go pitch black. Yeah, cool. I guess. Whatever. Death Knight. Yo, these guys. Okay. Finally a good boss. These guys are fucking sick. Both of them. I think these guys are really fucking cool. Personally. They grew on me as well. The first time I did them, I thought they were kind of lame. But, they really grew on me, actually. I think these guys are awesome. Both of them. Which one do I like more? I think I like the dual axe guy more, but so I'll put him. I think that's the dual axe guy. I think I'll put him first. They're cool. I love the grab. Love the life drain. They look cool. I don't think I was covered in blood. I don't know. Okay. Deathrite Bird. I'm just not gonna rate that. It's a base game. Demi-human. Not reading that. The Swordmaster. That's a good cave boss. I like this guy a lot. It's a really good cave boss. He's so silly. I love him. Love his moveset. Pretty challenging too for like a cave boss. Good difficulty and stuff. I think he's cool. I like him. Not a lot of lore. I don't know the lore of this guy. Nothing special compared to the DLC stuff. Oh, man, maybe, or not the DLC, the Remembrance stuff. Maybe, just thinking, in terms of rating these guys, I'll put him a little lower. Maybe these guys can all go, like, a little lower, because the Remembrance guys are just way cooler. Or maybe I should rate them just based off the fact that they are... I'll sit on it. I'll think about it. If I want to rate them based on whether or not they're like A tier as a cave boss, or if I want to just give bonus points to basically every remembrance boss because they have cooler lore and everything. So, Falling Star Beast, not rating that. Furnace Golem, bro, these guys suck, man. I think everyone knows these guys suck. They're just boring. They're so boring. You'll die to the first one you encounter, and you'll never die to another one ever again. They're so... You just hit their leg over and over, and then you... I don't need to say anything else, honestly. Everyone knows they're bad. Ghost Scream Dragon, I'll rate one of them. I will rate exactly one of them because it's very slightly different than the default dragon boss. They have little, like, fart clouds when they stamp on the ground or whatever. Yeah, these guys fucking suck, dude. The dragon fight in this game is, once you've done it once, you've done all of them. And the first time you did it was only cool for the spectacle. At this point, like, I'm actually pretty mad at how many dragons are in this fucking DLC, to be honest. These guys are trash, dude. Not enjoyable whatsoever. Golden Hippo. Golden Hippo's not a remembrance boss, or is it? I'm gonna skip it because I don't remember that. Lamenter. I don't really like the Lamenter, to be honest. He's really boring. The one shot is fine. I'll put him in C tier. He's not... Yeah, I'll put him in C. He's whatever. The Great Red Bear. I'm only rating one of these guys. I'm not rating both of them. They're just Rune Bears, man, with like fucking like 1 or 2 extra moves. Rune Bears are already not a particularly interesting fight. I'll throw them both in here. Whatever. Okay, is that everything? Oh, Jory. Yo, fuck Jory. Again. Awful gang fight. Also, trivially easy if you just sprint around backstabbing him. Not enjoyable. Not enjoyable in the slightest. Horrifyingly bad on my first playthrough, when I didn't know how to beat him. Just like getting spammed on constantly was terrible. And then on my second and third playthrough, when I knew to just run and backstab him, it was just boring. Just way too boring. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's all the basic bosses. We can actually get onto the good stuff now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So I'll start with Golden Hippo. This fight is trash. I think everyone knows that. This fight is atrocious. It's so bad. On release, the grab hitbox was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. This fight is just atrocious. The room is too small. The moves are not exciting. The boss looks fucking dumb. It's awful. It's not F tier. It's bad though. It's definitely bad. Gaius. Okay, Gaius probably had the biggest glow up for me of any boss because on my first playthrough of this game, I think Gaius was probably by far the worst boss in this entire DLC. On release, he was so bad. Awful hitbox on the charge. Sometimes he would just triple hit you or like multi-hit you with the charge. It would just one-shot you. He would be invincible while charging, so attacks would just phase through him. He would charge you immediately upon entering his boss arena. Just atrocious. I would have given him an F tier had they not fixed him. But I think that the developers, I think FromSoft, fixed him. So actually, I don't think this fight's that bad at all. Actually, I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty good, all things considered. I wish you could actually really use Torrent, because you have this big arena to like use Torrent in, and you don't really get to do that, because he just chases you down. He's too fast. You can't outrun him. So, but missed potential. He has also no OST, which is really fucking weird for a Remembrance boss. Really bizarre that he doesn't get an OST, but he gets a Remembrance. That I don't get it personally, but yeah. And he's also just kind of like chilling. Like he's just like in a field. So not really the most exciting, not the most exciting, let me think. Just not the most exciting, oh, hold on, let me just, okay. If this is a video, just edit this part out, okay, when I collect my thoughts. Yeah, just not the most exciting, like, external... What am I trying to say here, chat? What am I looking for? Not the most exciting thematically. Not the most exciting thematically. Yeah, kind of boring otherwise. He has no legs. I guess that's cool. Baal the Dread. Everyone knows this one's going in S tier. The question is it the best boss in the DLC? That's the actual question for Baal. It's not, is it S tier? It's, is it the best boss in the game? Personally, not for me. It's not the best boss in the game. However, it is, it's absolutely, like, in all of Elden Ring, every boss in all of Elden Ring, I think it's probably top 3. Probably. Maybe top 4, top 5, not sure. It's amazing. It's an incredible fight. The music is unbelievable. The climb up the mountain is so good, even though they spam you with fucking reused dragons. But the actual just atmosphere of the fight is amazing. His entrance to the fight is amazing. His OST is amazing. Baal is, or not Baal, Egon is incredible. Best NPC in a FromSoft game ever. It's just peak. I mean, the fight is, it's just peak. It really is. The Phase 2 transition is so good. It is truly one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen in my life. When the OST hits, when he you know, conjures these these wings, right? He's missing his wings and he resummons them, takes flight. The music, oh my god. I've said this about the music, but the way that they do it is they play this extremely, I almost want to call it like triumphant, kind of like musical. I don't really know. I'm not like musically, you know. I don't know the jargon, but it's a very like triumphant moment in the OST as he ascends to the sky. But then immediately after, they follow it up with sheer terror in the music, and it's just so good the way it's done. It's that like his triumph becomes your terror. I think that's just fantastic. I really think this fight is incredible and deserves every bit of praise it's got. And Egon is so sick. I honestly, I can never do this fight without summoning Egon because he's too cool. The Divine Beast Dancing Lion is another boss that grew on me the more I did it. I really didn't like it that much in my first playthrough, mostly because of the lightning phase. I think the fight is pretty okay in every capacity, but the lightning phase is really annoying, honestly. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know. I tend to play this fight, like, I'll be pretty aggressive on, you know, the frost phase. I'll be super aggressive on the wind phase. And when the lightning phase happens, if I hit him a couple times, sure, you know? Otherwise, I'm just gonna try dodge, because it's I don't think it's random, but the essentially random lightning strikes after his attacks are just really, you know, really not that good. But the music, sick. The design of this boss, incredible. I love the visuals of the hands on his face. Love the visuals. One of the few bosses in this entire DLC to actually get a cutscene. One of the few Remembrance bosses in this DLC that actually feel like a Remembrance boss, which is very interesting, because I'm going to be honest, a lot of these bosses, like Gaius, this guy doesn't feel like a Remembrance boss to me, but yeah. Great. Peak fight. Only let down by the fact, I think, that the camera is a little jank. I mean, everyone knows this, right? The camera is a little bit jank. The lightning phase is a little bit, I don't like it that much. So that's probably why I just keep it an A tier, personally. Also, they reuse it later, which I think is really lame. I don't like when they do that. Lore of the boss? Yeah, I mean, I know the lore, but not well enough to dive into it here, so. But I think his lore's okay. It's just like, they're just like warriors that have trained really hard. It's whatever, they're horn scent warriors, so. Mesmer is, I mean, I don't know if I actually need a roll above, because I don't know if any other boss is making it into S tier here other than these two. But Mesmer is the best fight, not just in the DLC. Mesmer is the best fight in Elden Ring. Mesmer is probably the best fight in Elden Ring. Yeah. I am so obsessed with Mesmer, truly. I think his character is so tragic, so sad. His design is amazing. His lore is so good. His character is so good. His OST is so good. I have cried listening to Mesmer's OST. It is that good. Like, he is so tragic. He's so perfect. Actually, I take it back. He's not perfect. The only flaw that I have with the Mesmer fight is, I don't think Phase 2 is as good as Phase 1, personally. I think Phase 2 is, like, okay, it's pretty good, but it's not even close to as good as Phase 1. Phase 1 is, like, perfect, and Phase 2 is, yeah, I mean, Sneak. So, yeah, that's probably the only thing with Mesmer. One thing that I really like, though, about the Mesmer fight is he's scripted to open Phase 2 with sneak attacks. So what's really good about that, in my mind, in terms of just fight design, is the OST in Phase 2 is... I almost want to pull up the OST here just to show you. I think I will do that. Give me a sec. Oh, this is really cool. So we'll just pull up this OST real quick. So the Phase 1 OST is really good, right? But when he transitions into the Base Serpent, you get this complete shift in the tone of the music, and it becomes this almost like horrific, disturbing, chaotic theme, right? To match his transformation into the snake. Around here, I think. Right? Just pure chaos. Completely horrific, I guess, I would say. But what I love in the fight design is that he's scripted to begin this phase with snake attacks. So when you begin Phase 2, you're gonna get hit with an opening snake move, when he does his big orb, then he's gonna go right into another snake move, and then, you're probably going to a third snake move. You're probably gonna hit with 3 snake moves in a row. And this gives time in the OST, as you can see. There's only like a minute to go here. But once we get about a minute into his second part of his OST, the choir comes back, and the Phase 1 music re-emerges into his Phase 2 theme. And at this moment in the fight, he's done spamming his snake attacks, and he'll start to incorporate more of his Phase 1 moves right around here. And the way that they designed this fight to sync up with the moves he's using and the music hitting is legitimately phenomenal. It is so phenomenal. His OST is so phenomenal. His character is so phenomenal. I really think this is my favorite, like, not just fight, but character in like a Soulsborne game. It's so incredible. So yeah, that's just me gushing about that guy. I love this fight. Okay, after renting, May tier. This fight fell off, man. I'm sorry. On my first playthrough, I thought this fight was okay. I just didn't like the little side crawly move that she does, because I feel like that shit one-shots you pretty easily. That was like the one move I didn't like on my first playthrough. But the more I do this fight, the more I'm like pretty disappointed, I think. In a lot of the stuff with this, like I just don't know. Hold on. I gotta go put that's the wrong thing. Editor, cut this out. Put the lo-fi back on. I just noticed I'm missing the background music. Yeah. All right. So the more I've done this fight, the more I feel like I like it less. The atmosphere is really good, but the actual fight itself is really, really mediocre, in my opinion. And her laser beam attack is so bullshit that I want to drop her down a point just for it. Like, it's, as far as I can tell, it's legitimately undodgeable without the use of a specific, like, Raptor of the Mist or something. Or, like, I think you can outrange it if you're, like, 50 fucking feet away from her when she begins the laser beam attack, but it just bothers me, okay? I don't like that, and her fight is really not that good. I don't like the fight very much. She has a lot of lore, though. She has cool lore, but I just don't love it. I don't know what it is. I thought I would have definitely give this an A tier, and I would have if it was, like, when the game dropped, but now I'm not so sure, honestly. Midra fell off for me as well, honestly. If you'd asked me on my first playthrough, he would have easily been S tier. Absolutely easily have been S tier. But after replaying the game multiple times and stuff, I just think he's not that hard. I don't know. He's not very hard, and he doesn't have a lot of moves. And yeah, I also really don't like his phase 2 transition, like nuclear blast. It's, I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking dodge it. I just get hit by it every time. But yeah, he has like one dangerous move, which is the phase 2 transition, and then otherwise you just kill him. Like, I think my most recent playthrough, like, I just first tried him because he's, it's, so I'd love to give him S. I think he's cool. His cutscene, really cool. The area that you fight him in, like the whole Abyssal Woods, is really fucking cool. There's a lot to like about him, but he just doesn't make it to S tier for me. The fight is just not good enough, in my opinion. Putrescent Knight, I almost feel bad giving this an A, if Midra's only an A. I kind of like, you know what I'll do? I'm going to move Demi-Human Swordmaster up, and I'm going to put, this feels okay for me. Putrescent Knight is pretty cool. I like it. I like the design. It's a little easy, but the plunge into the boss arena on my first playthrough was so cool. So I'll give him bonus points for that. I like him. Yeah, he's okay. He's cool. I'm gonna save Radon for last. Okay, we're gonna do that guy last. We'll do the other ones. Rolana. Again, this is another boss I really thought I would have been giving S to, but the more it sits with me, I think I just want to give her A. To me, she's just like worse than Morgott, I guess, in the base game. She's no lore, no cutscene, nothing. Absolutely nothing interesting about her. Her fight is pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I think her fight's really good. It's definitely better than Midra's, but she has, and her OST slaps, but the no lore, the no cutscene, it's just, she's just missing. She's like missing the special sauce to me that puts something in S, is how I feel. Romana is, I want to give Romana an S. I actually really love this fight, but I don't know if it deserves it either. Again, no cutscene. The OST is amazing. Probably the best OST. Messmers, but after Messmers, probably the best OST in the DLC. The fight is fun too. I actually really, really like this fight. I like it more than everything in A tier. But I don't know if she has like the special... So I feel like I would just devalue S tier if I put her up there, is the thing. I'll give her A tier, but I like her more, like she's definitely better than all of these other bosses, for sure, to me. Like, for sure, for sure. And then the avatar is... I wouldn't give this A tier on my first playthrough, but the more I play, like the surprise factor of it being revived multiple times was so hype on my first playthrough. And the OST getting like so depressing in Phase 3 was so cool to me on my first playthrough. There's a lot to like about this boss. The moves are pretty cool. I love that Phase 3 like giant explosion. It just feels good. I love his little homing missiles. They just, the sound design, they just feel so cool. But I don't know if I really like it that much, honestly. So yeah, I just don't know if I like it that much, honestly. It's don't get me wrong, B is not a bad tier. Like nothing in, like I like Gaius. I think the Death Knights are sick. It's just like, are they that good? You know, like I think B tier is, yeah, B tier is not an insult. I think a lot of people will consider B tier an insult, you know, but I don't consider it an insult. I think this is all of these bosses are pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, and then like C is where we get to the tier of like, right? And then these bosses are great, and then these are like best in the game quality, right? Radon. Man, this fight. I don't know, man. There's so much to dislike about this. There's so much to dislike about this fight. Oh man, I almost want to put it in C tier, to be honest. I have so many issues with this fight. The lore is trash. I hate Radon. I hate fighting Radon. I don't care, like, about that character. I don't know, man. I just think the lore is terrible, personally. The story is bad. I'm not interested in fighting Radon again. I don't care. Wow, peak Radon. I don't care. I'm not interested. I just think... I also really, really don't like that he has no voice lines, no dialogue. He's just a grunting zombie. It makes me feel, like, really weird. Like, I don't know, man. There's... Dude. And the OST, in my opinion, not that good, personally. Like, it's very holy and everything, like, especially the Phase 2, but... It's like it's not even the best. It's not even close to the best OST in the game. Not even close to the best in the DLC. I think Rolana's is better, Romano's is better, Mesmer's is better, Bale's is better. So just like all of the external factors drag this fight down. Like all of the external factors. And we haven't even talked about the fight. So Radon's not getting S tier for me. Unless his fight is, like, literally the best in the entire series. And to absolutely no one's shock, his fight is not. It's not good. It's not that good, honestly. It's extremely, extremely mediocre. His combos go on forever, dude. His 5-hit combo, which is a great opening. I think it's 6-hit technically. He does like, you know, like 5 swings into a ground slam into an eruption. It's like, it's just, that's a free opening. That's free damage, but it goes on for so long. He flies into the fucking air to spam clones at you while you just stand there and dodge. He dashes a million miles past you. He floats up into the air to nuke you from the sky. So many moves that you just can't punish. Or it's just, it's so, it's such a boring fight to do because it's just dodging for ages until you get openings. And I mean, the fight is hard in my opinion. I think the fight is really hard, But I don't really I'm not taking points off of Radahn for being hard. Because in my opinion, Radahn is not hard in the way that a character like, how do I describe this? Like, I think if you compare difficulty with Radahn versus Morgott, like, Morgott is so fucking difficult for reasons that are mechanical complexity is, I guess, how I would describe it. Morgott has, like I think I mentioned before, or I mentioned earlier, but Morgott has so many mix-ups, so many different combos, so many different moves that he can weave in between each other. Like, Morgott's moveset is so deep and so complex. Radahn's moveset is really, really... Oh my god. Editor, cut that. Editor, cut that out. Radahn's moveset is really not that interesting whatsoever. He doesn't have any mix-ups. He doesn't have any combos that flow into each other. He just has like a series of moves that he can, alternate pretty quickly between with very little delay, almost very unnatural as well. Like timing, he can pivot around like 180 degrees instantly to launch instant attacks. It's psychotic. So yeah, his moveset is not interesting. His boss fight is not difficult for any of the right reasons. It's only hard because it's stressful. There's a bunch of like mental pressure being put on you because you have to dodge for so long to get your openings. So I just think it's bad, honestly. The cutscene's cool, and Phase 1 is alright, but Phase 1 is like alright, but it really shows you that Radahn's moveset is easy and boring, I guess. Like, if you do Phase 1 Radahn, it's so boring, and it's so easy. Because, I mean, how many moves does he have? He has the 5-hit combo, the double overlap, what is it? The fucking double overhead slam, the ground eruption move. He's got his suck move into the ground eruption. He's got his meatballs that he throws from the sky. Does he have anything else? Is that it? It's like, there's like no moves, and he has no moves. So, and Phase 2 is just Phase 1 with beams of light, and everything added in Phase 2 is like actively bad. Compare it to, I'm really waffling on this guy, but I really am just explaining why I don't like him. But compare it to Phase 2 of Rolana, for example. Rolana has the exact same moveset between Phase 1 and Phase 2. Her moveset doesn't change. She just gets a couple new moves, and her Phase 1 moveset is expanded upon. So the same attack combo that might end on attack 5 now ends on attack 7, right? But Radahn's moveset doesn't get expanded. His attacks that were a 5-hit combo before are still a 5-hit combo in Phase 2. They just have beams of light. That's all. They're the exact same move. His what is it? The thing where he like slams into the ground and stuff, like it's just boring. Anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. All right, yeah, that's my tier list of the DLC. So there you go. These are the best bosses in the game. These guys are all really good. These guys are all excellent. These guys are really good. Like I'm just, actually, you know what though? I'm gonna give Black Geo Knight. I'm gonna move him up because I really do think it's funny having him one-shot people. Yeah, I think that's very funny. And yeah, there we go. All right, thanks for watching. How was that, chat? I think that was terrible, personally. I think that was awful. But, That's the kind of thing I would need to do like 20 takes for that one video. If I were to make an actual YouTube video of that, I would probably have to do like 20 takes of that same video. That when I used to do like little vlogs, I would post little vlogs for my OF. I would do like the same vlog like 3 or 4 times before I was happy with it. So, you think I got into a flow in the middle? Yeah, it's also kind of hard because I wasn't as excited to do the like I kind of did the tier list a bit spontaneously, so I didn't have like a crazy amount of passion just starting it up, you know. But it's all good. You're coming down with something? I'm sorry. It's bright. The sun is gonna blast me, so that's cool. We're gonna start glowing very soon. It was good. Thank you. I appreciate you. Monster Hunter 1 with great for passion. Yeah. Not you're. It's okay to like. You know what? I have to accept people gassing me up. I'm certain it wasn't good, but until I put in the time and effort to make it better, it won't be better, right? I'd have to like spend hours on it to make it good. Like, I don't think I could make a good YouTube video without spending like 10 hours on it, right? The same way that when I get a good photo for Twitter, like, when I get a good photo for Twitter, it's like, let me just look in my like photo history here. Like, so yesterday at 6:30 p.m. and the final picture I have from yesterday is at 8:30 p.m. So 2 hours yesterday, not including doing the makeup before the photo, not including like setting up the camera and stuff. That's just from the first picture that I saved. So probably it was like, 2.5 hours or so, right? Yesterday. And then today, first picture is
nice, very nice, bold.
First picture is, what time is this? 1:30 p.m. and final picture is 3 p.m. So that's another hour and a half plus another like hour of makeup or whatever. So that's like for one photo, for one post, one Twitter post, one photo, that's 4 hours of photo taking and additional, yeah, and an additional whatever, like extra time of, like setup and all that stuff, right? There's like all extra shit that goes into it. So if I wanted to make a good YouTube video, I would have to treat it the same way I treat like a photo. Like, I'd have to like do multiple takes, reiterate, and stuff like that, I feel like, personally. But yeah, that would be cool, I guess. I just have to like, bite the bullet and just like try. What's like what editing software do people use? Because I think like something like I don't do this, Drafkin, okay? But like something like whenever I'm talking about a certain boss, just like playing the fight, like a little mini overlay of the fight, just putting that like in the corner of the screen or something, so, can help. There's like a lot of stuff you can do. But I think if I were to make a YouTube video myself, I would need to spend like 30 fucking days or whatever. Not 30 days, but like, I would need to spend like 30 hours on one video for my first video. Like, I would really have to go all out on it, I think, in order for it to be good. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think so too. Even, unironically, even something as simple as a tier list video, I think if I wanted to make a good tier list video, I would have to spend 30 hours on a tier list video for it to be good. For it to be good enough to actually, like, perform on YouTube, right? So, it's like, yeah. It's not a thing I could do with my skill set right now unless I were to, fire off 30, yeah. Splicing gameplay footage. I'm overestimating what people will watch. I am not overestimating what people will watch. I'm being very accurate in my estimation of how I would produce something that would be watched by people. Is how I feel. I think if I didn't put in that amount of effort, I would not create something that would be like worth watching, is how I feel. Maybe not worth watching, but I would not create something that would like be at like a great quality. Yeah. So I know you can make easier, like lower effort content. The strategy for low effort content, though, in my opinion, is you have to build a YouTube following off of making for YouTube content deliberately. And once you have enough of a YouTube following, then you can just do shit like convert your stream into YouTube videos, right? I know people do like, you know, they convert their stream into YouTube videos and stuff. But personally, when I watch like YouTubers that do that, I don't like to watch just clips of a person's stream a lot of the time. Like, I like when the YouTube video has like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say you have like Smallland, right? The Smallland guy. So let's say he's doing like a Mario playthrough or something, right? And he goes and he's doing it on stream. Obviously, he's live streaming it. It's on stream. And he goes to, I don't know, world, whatever, right? World 3. And he arrives in World 3. And what happens is, when he arrives in World 3, the stream gameplay on screen is muted. And instead, he has a little voiceover. And he starts saying, because let's say he's doing some challenge run, right? Oh, I'm not allowed to touch the ground, right? The floor is lava challenge, Mario version or something. So guys, you know, so now I'm getting into World 3 and I don't know what he sounds like, right? I'm getting into World 3 now, and you might notice that this world is going to be particularly challenging because X and Y and Z. And he does like a little talk over, right? And he gives you like a little 30-second, 45-second, whatever, intro to like that part of the video. And then once he gives you like a voiceover introduction to that part of the video, after that, then they just play stream content. But you know now, right? Like, you have additional context. Or another one is, I watched this guy called Bushy do like Elden Ring challenge runs. I don't watch him anymore, really, because I'm off my Elden Ring arc. But this guy Bushy would do challenge runs. And obviously he's streaming, and he's condensing his stream, his 12-hour stream, into 2 hours 40 minutes, okay? But you'll see, like, obviously, sorry, just play his video.
Elden Ring's DLC added 42 bosses to the base game.
But he has a little voiceover introducing what's going on.
Elden Ring
right?
as a whole game now has 200 and...
Let's say he kills this guy or something. I don't know if this will happen.
Okay, now we need to pick up sleep pot recipe, crafting kit from Kale, and pots from
He's
Kale.
good at, I guess he's good at doing this on stream. But yeah, doing a little, like, setting people up. Okay, what's the next thing that happens in the video, right? It's all very complicated. And I think there's something that I don't know if anyone says this. I've seen this thing. People think that like things like YouTube or social media are luck based, but like in my opinion, like there's no luck involved. Like there's nothing lucky about what this guy does. Like these are excellent videos, and that's why they do well. Maybe the only thing you could say that's luck based is that your particular interests, like your hyper focuses or whatever you like, has an audience. Were their first videos luck based? I don't think so, personally. I don't know who it was I saw, but there was I saw, I think it was like Asmongold reacting to some guy's video or whatever. And Asmongold was reacting to a guy's video, and it was a really good video. And at the very end of the video, the guy's like, the guy says something on the lines of like, yeah, like, thanks guys for like hitting 100,000 subscribers. Like, when I did my first channel, like, I never, like, it never grew. My first channel just like never grew. But once I started doing like this channel with like the video essays and stuff, like, I just hit 100K without even trying. And I think that just, yeah, he hit 100K because he started making like videos that get views. Like, that's what happened. That's why his second channel blew up and his first channel didn't, right? So yeah, I don't think there's luck personally. Like, maybe like some degree, but I think personally the only thing where luck really matters is that you are interested in something that can get a viewer base. Because like, if you like, let's be honest, if you're hyper focused of like what you like is I can't think of a fucking game that nobody plays because I don't know any, because I don't, if nobody plays it I wouldn't know it. I'm just like wiping my desk on. What's like a game that has like a viewer base but not like a huge one? A lot of successful YouTube creators got their first footing because a larger, more mainstream figure noticed them and shouted them out. Yeah, but the larger, more mainstream figure noticed them and shouted them out because their content was good. Right? Like, that was why they got noticed and shouted out. Like, a good example of this is, there's this girl on Twitter. I don't know if people might know her. There's a girl on Twitter who goes by, Nyx, who does, really good content. Really, really, really good content, actually. Yo, mods? Guards! Seize him! Yeah, there's a girl on Twitter, Nyx, who does a really, 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 really good content. Really good content. And she when I was when she was starting out on Twitter, when I was pretty small, I think, she like DM'd me or something, and I don't really check my DMs too often, but I happened to notice her DM. I went to her profile, right, and I saw that she was posting really good photos, and I retweeted her, and off of me retweeting her photo blew the fuck up, and she got like fucking thousands, like fucking 10, I think she was at like 100 or 200 followers or something. And after I retweeted her, she went from like 200 to fucking like 10K in like a like a day or fucking two or something, like a week or something, right? But the reality is, like, the reason she blew up is because her content was good. If she didn't have good content, I wouldn't have retweeted her. Like, it's not luck. There's no luck there. Like, there's absolutely no luck, because if it wasn't me then, it would have been somebody else tomorrow, right? If it wasn't me on that day, it just would have been somebody else the day after, because her content was fucking sick. It was amazing for how few followers she had, and it was obvious to everyone that her content was sick. So yeah, it was literally a matter of time. So yeah, in my opinion, like, that's like, I view that as 0% luck personally. Like, I'm not saying like yeah, I won't say anything like, I'm not saying like, oh, like, it's some skill and some luck. I'm saying like that nothing that happened there was luck, in my opinion. So that's how I feel though. Yeah, there's like, I want to clean my, I have like, my chair is so gross, Chad. I just noticed it. It's got like all my hair is like got stuck down the, like, all, like, you know, hair that fell out or whatever is all like stuck down the side of it. It's so gross. I don't remember the last time I like cleaned this desk, so I'm just gonna like, you know, like I haven't cleaned this like my setup in a fucking minute. So while I'm thinking about it,